Physics? Even more physics? Version 1.1.0 added Jiggle Bones. Hello, love. Do you think Megabong is just too violent? I thought so. To counterbalance this cocaine rampage, the Megabongs community has graciously gifted us with Goth Girl Noelle. She's very popular, although I just don't know why. But if this is an anime, it'll be that time I was isekai as a goth girl and invaded the game leaderboard. So welcome to Anime Girl Destroying Megabong's Leaderboard Challenge. Dun dun dun. Starting as Noelle-chan, the first thing you must understand is her starting item, Frostwalker. This thing has dog shit starting DPS. Sure, it can kill mobs, but if you want to kill anything bigger than an anime girl with questionable age, you might as well just throw liquid nitrogen canister at the enemies. Maybe they'll die faster from blunt force trauma than letting the frost AoE kills them. And that brings us to our first level up. For us to reach the leaderboard, I can't just spam crits like some PA main. So here, we'll pick up the first of the Holy Trinity, the Luck Tome. Right, back to dabbing on the enemy. Show them your moves, girl. Oh shit, the reward is plus 10 luck. The RNG god approves big boobies bitches.
Nice.
The struggle is real though. We need more damage soon or we'll have a problem. But those problems are for the beaters. With the RNG god tied up in my basement, how can we have a bad roll, right? I'll take Oro here and focus on AoE build. With that, our damage has improved somewhat, but it wasn't a walk in the park either. Still, we quickly level up. And the next item on the agenda is Aegis. Wait a minute, you cheeky cunt. You were complaining about lacking DPS.
What's this, you fucking piece of shit?
What's going on here? Jiggle. Right, where were we? I get the duration time next. Logic being that I can try to maximize Noelle-chan's enduring trait that increases damage per frozen enemies. After correcting the RNG god's behavior a bit more, I managed to, by pure skills of course, to get green carrot card. More luck, baby! And would you look at that, our build is finished with Flamewalker. We're a walking fire hazard. Savet PR would like to state that we did not burn any YouTuber's house down in the past 2 years. Flamewalker isn't much used now. It's as big as a piss puddle on a night out in Newcastle. Oh, look at what I pick up whilst walking through the park at night. XP tone, baby! And I only got stabbed twice. On to the first mini-boss at 7 minutes. It was a straight-up slog. This kinda shows how bad Noelle-chan's early game damage is. Even by nuking the bloody bastard, barely did anything. Perhaps we should introduce it to Japan's greatest serial killer.
Shove it right up your hairy.
Oh, yeah, so I just called, and it seems that Truck-kun is really busy this season. There seems to be a lot of isekai coming out, and so we're on our own for this. Right, the fight was dragged on for so long that the swarm has also arrived to fuck with us. I shouldn't pick Aegis, man. But Sigma Grindset requires mugging. So, through the sheer collective brain damage of generic isekai enjoyer, I pick up the Cursed Tome, thus finishing up our trifecta. The waves, however, isn't as hard as the boss, thanks to our AoE build, but it's as butt-clenching nonetheless. Thankfully, I'm not a yaoi enjoyer. But I sure am a connoisseur of luck. We get our first legendary, boys. The swarm at 3 minutes, barely a challenge, but not so much for the mini-boss as 2 minutes. Well, it's not an insta-kill, but not so much of a grind either. Maybe this is what true edging feels like. I'm rather afraid that I won't be able to kill the boss fast enough, and first, started the boss with 30 seconds left on the clock. Usually I'll start around 10 seconds, and as my anime protagonist senses will right, little bug boy over here is a fucking tank. Our only choice is to throw enough Stockholm Syndrome anime harem girl at it to drown it. Anime bitches always get the job done. After that, I stay a bit longer in Zone 1 to see if I can eke out any more kills, but fearing I might be forced to watch yaoi by a white phantom of darker complexion.
And make sure all the school teaching the children how to be a homosexual, and make sure they all teach about the transgender. So that is what important to me.
I booked it. Onto Zone 2. Remember, no Russian. With Noel Chan's massive mobility, I quickly hop around the map like some cocaine addict trying to get my shrine fix. And finding the mini-boss at 7 minutes is as a slog as usual. So I get the hell out of dodge, man. Why? Because I want to see if endurance plus duration tone can kill it faster using all the mob spawn during the wave at 6 minutes as temporary damage up. The build is working, boys! Now, talking about success, perhaps we are a bit too successful. I'm just standing here, pissing puddles of flame on the ground whilst waiting for XP to arrive. I'm so confident that I trigger push for fun. This 1.6 million health Viet Cong fighter was fierce, but with his predictable pattern and shitty nerf gun, it's just a grind. The fight was dragged on for so long that the next mini-boss at 2 minutes died before push did. But at last, when you throw enough shit at someone, they eventually die from pneumonia. And would you look at that? This is what capitalism is all about, baby! Nice. On to our final boss of Zone 2, I didn't do anything special. Just doing what God intended. AKA, leveling the ground with bombs. Ah, the arsenal of democracy. USA, baby. On to the third zone. At this point, our power has peaked. So peaked that my biggest problem is now that I can't see shit with all this fire on the floor. And yeah, it gets worse. Way worse. As if suffering from success, I must now sit here and click through all the legendary level up. RSI. The highlight of this zone is me getting to 5 minutes overtime. The 5 minutes of being chased by Phantom of various color. Maybe I'm just having PTSD from all the other runs I did. Ugh. Right, on to the final boss of the run. You know the drill. Beat it up, break its like support system, rinse and repeat. Bippity boppity, this here zone is now Noel Chan's property. Now on to the actual challenge of this run. See this amount of kills? We'll need to kill about at least 10 times more to get anywhere on the leaderboard. The White Phantoms at 0 to 1 minute overtime are as easy as fighting an already overdosed homeless man. The ambiguously colored Phantom at 1 minute to 6 minutes are still a cakewalk. They're like your local Tesco homeless, or those that ask if you have a fiver on a night out. And as an educated gentleman, you give them the shittiest accent you can do, acting that I don't speak English, I'm so sorry. And finally, we're at 6 minute plus. These pervert bastards are no longer homeless, they're professional homeless from the beggar sect. They no longer ask you for your charitable donation, they strongly recommend it. Unless you want to explore what homeless people do for fun, of course. And I can't afford the charitable donation, so here we are. Absolutely fine. Oh, fuck. Well, top 3.8% of players. Not so much about destroying Megabong leadership, but limping to the leaderboard, I guess. Anyway, if you watch until now, what are you doing? Like and subscribe and recommends me what I should play next. Ciao.